ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine what is karma, what is destiny, and what suffering is, as revealed by a master. See, Lord Krishna says, whenever anything happens in your life, or whenever you do anything, or whenever you make anything happen in your life, there are 5 elements in play. The first is your approach. Second is the doer. I mean, what kind of a person you are, what kind of a mindset you have, your attitude, your skill set, your talent, and all that. Then the third is what sort of resources you have available at your disposal, because to come to the abode of a guru or a temple or a pilgrimage or any place, besides financial resources, you need good enough energy to walk all the way. I mean, good health. And then fourth is what kind of effort are you willing to put in, and fifth is destiny, that is bhagya. Destiny alone cannot make everything happen, said the master. Many years ago, I got a job abroad and I was doing well. Once, when I was speaking to the agent, who was also incidentally my very good friend, and when I expressed my thanks in gratefulness like this, my dear friend, but for you, I would not have been here with all happiness. Then my friend said like this, my dear, luck can get you in, but luck cannot do the job for you. So, somewhere people or mediums in your life that you come across can get you somewhere, but ultimately you have to do it. The same thing goes on the spiritual path as well, said the master. A guru can give you initiation and exposure to divine truths, but you have to walk the path. The one who has found the secret of working in harmony with nature is unbound by destiny. Such a person is not tied by karma, said the master. When you understand, when you get a grip on how not to resist and how to work in harmony with nature, then you are free. Because scriptures say this one thing, that 3 things are absolutely fixed in life. Even astrological scriptures say that 3 things are fixed and all others can vary. In which family you are going to be born, so your birth is fixed. Your marriage, that is to whom you are going to get married or with whom you are going to live, is also fixed. Then finally the death is also fixed. But you know, if you have really a strong willpower, which anybody can cultivate or build with meditation, or just by following their purpose in life, you can change even these things. Then you got to control over which kind of move you step into in your next life, marriage, etc. And then you control all other aspects of your life. You see, because they are trying to control, but most people are unable to control things in their lives. Please remember, my dear. As they are trying too hard to control, they say, "This is my framework. That is what is supposed to happen, and that is it." But life is saying, "Oh, you are going straight, but I am going to take a little turn here," and there is that resistance there, my dear. A person who does not control is in greatest control, that is being in harmony with nature. In fact, when asked as to why people suffer, basically, Master said, they are not in harmony with their speech, action, thoughts, and consciousness, and are not in harmony with each other. And then he said something amazing which nobody has said so far. Master said, that is, suffering is alignment. So when nature forces you to align yourself with what nature wants to do, when universe forces you to align yourself with that, with what universe wants from you, we say, "Oh, I am suffering." And that is all suffering is. And there is a very significant thing I say quite often. Master said, pain is inevitable and there is no escape from pain. Human life is pain, and even meditation cannot help you in escaping pain of ordinary life or ordinary pain of normal life. But suffering is very much our choice. It seems it is like a choice. I may have given you the impression that you choose, but somewhere it is true as well. How we take life determines how and what are we going to feel about our life. So our question is, do other people's karma, especially those in your family, have an impact on you, and does your karma have an impact on others? See, if you walk into a room with perfume on, would other people smell? Would they be affected by it? Unless they have aversion or something like that. Similarly, unless somebody has insulated themselves from your karma, they would be impacted. Not just your family, not just your immediate family, that your neighborhood, the society around you, that the city, the town, that state, that country, this world and this universe, everything is impacted by our karma. And sometimes that is why good people suffer. They step into somebody else's karma. Even sometimes out of compassion. For example, if you are in a difficult relationship, now we could say, I am suffering because it was my karma. I could say that, but no physical suffering is happening to me. So I am not getting any suffering because of my karma. It is not like that. I have contracted some grave disease, or if I lose a limb in an accident, I would say this is my karma, for example. But if I am suffering, which means I am being put through circumstances I find not pleasing, then sometimes it happens when you step into somebody else's karmic field. If you have a sibling who is, for example, is having troubles with the law, or a drug addict, or whatever be the case, and the police comes to your home every week or very often, you have not done anything wrong, but you have to put up with that. That may be either disgrace or shame or all the other things you may feel it. Police coming to your home and questioning you. You have not done anything to deserve that, but sometimes you actually do step into somebody else's karmic field. So it is not just possible, but it happens all the time that your punya karma protects others. And I think the Vedic civilization understood this more than 40 to 50,000 years ago, and that is why this whole relationship of guru and disciple came about. And in all the more recent religions, we have books and we have custodians of those books, and we can give them whatever name, and people go to them for guidance, and they open the books and say, the book says this and all that. But in Vedic civilization, no such method even existed. It said, this is nature, everything is God. Look upon everything as divine. Pray to everything and see everybody as God. Because you will not be impacted by what others do or don't do. It is like singing. If you are singing in a chorus, one bad singer can destroy the whole chorus if he or she is particularly loud as well. The others have made no mistake, please remember. They are following the chorus, but one person is not, and one person's karma is impacted, is impacting everybody else's. And that is why my happiness, my state of happiness, how I feel about life is quite an individual affair, but only so much. Ultimately depends on how happy the society around me is and how happy I keep myself and others around me. Only that matters. So when you are in tune with nature and when you are in harmony with nature, whatever is happening in your life, if you are in harmony with nature, then everybody rejoices when everybody is happy. So this is all about karma, destiny and suffering, concluded the master. So thank you all.